morning, everyone. I'm going to stand over here today. So, in Darwin's study of the Galapagos finches, he observed the birds' beaks were different sizes and shapes. The differences were due to different food sources and how well beaks could help them eat. Much like these finches, web designers are adapting in order to be more successful in a constantly evolving technological world. As a result, web designers are implementing a responsive web design. Today we will examine the tech world as it stands and where it is estimated to be heading. Next, we will look at responsive design, including what it is, the technology behind it, and features that make it great. Finally, we will see who is using this responsive design approach. Let's begin with exploring the tech, web, and internet industry today. According to Morgan Stanley research, the number of mobile internet users will surpass the number of desktop internet users by the end of 2013. You can see this on the graph where it intersects. In addition, Forrester Research estimates that by 2015, 82 million US consumers will be using a tablet. Essentially, what we're seeing is an endless possibility of devices, screen sizes, and screen resolutions. This begs the question, how do you develop a site for all these different types of devices? The answer is a responsive web design approach. This approach suggests that design and development should respond to the user's screen size, platform, and orientation. This is accomplished using the following equation: one URL plus your content plus HTML5 plus CSS3 and media queries equals a website for all devices. I'm going to briefly explain this equation because you may not know what it means. So one URL is referring to the fact that there isn't a separate mobile site. So you may see sometimes it has m dot in front of a URL. That's a completely different site that needs to be updated as you update your other site as well. In responsive design, you're using one URL, one site, one content. So as you update your content, it stays the same. Essentially what's happening is you're just rearranging the content or hiding it based on the screen sizes. So you can see the desktop has a whole bunch of content on it, whereas a mobile site just shrinks it down. It's recognizing it through media queries. It's part of the code CSS3 and HTML5. So, continue, before the recent release of HTML5 and CSS3, along with Adobe's 2011 announcement of discontinuing the development of Flash, which isn't supported on mobile sites, the technology wasn't ready for responsive design framework. Now that the framework is there, it is possible to develop websites that look good on all devices, have a consistent user experience, and only need to be edited once. Theoretically, this all sounds wonderful. However, we also are hearing how wonderful it is in practice. Most of us can agree that Google and Apple are the two superpowers of the tech industry, and both have implemented a responsive web design. Google, in fact, recommends webmasters follow the industry best practice of using responsive web design. In all honesty, who can argue with them? As informed individuals, we certainly won't be arguing against them, because now we know the vast array of devices and how a responsive site is the only way to accommodate them all. With this knowledge, we also see the benefits of responsive design and know that the industry supports the use of it. It cannot be emphasized enough that the tech world is constantly evolving. In order to best adapt, web designers must implement a responsive web design approach. Even in the tech world, Darwin's theory still holds strong. It is survival of the fittest, and the only way to survive is with responsive design.